Absolutely. Rob, let's get into it. Dallas, what was the final? I mean, I don't even remember at this point. Does it matter what the final score was? But it was 31-14 Dallas, and it wasn't even that close, Rob. Brady padded a few stats late. He did have a great throw to Julio Jones. That was a great throw, but the game was long lost by that point. But Rob, what is your reaction to this, what we saw last night?
NFL.
Music, please. Is that
no music? NFL, this is to you an open letter to the NFL. I'm no longer talking to Tom Brady. The NFL must kick the Tom Brady habit. GMs and owners have been strung out on Tom Brady for over 2 decades. Chris, they must reject Tom Brady. He will never go away. Even after a performance like last night against Dallas, Tom Brady will shake it off and act like nothing's wrong here with me. It's about the team. It's about everybody else. The NFL is Tom Brady's drug. He has a habit. He does. He's willing to give up family and teammates and move from town to town because nobody else in his path matters. Nobody matters other than what Tom Brady wants. He needs his fix. Let me find the next city, the next team with a better offensive line and better receivers and more help to make me live out what I want. Forget about the path of destruction left in his way. He doesn't care. He'll pick up and leave from Tampa Bay. Todd Bowles will be fired. They'll say, what a mess this is. All left by Tom Brady. Tom Brady will not listen to anyone. He's determined to play as long as they allow him. That's why you can't talk to Tom Brady. NFL, stop it. Stop Tom Brady. Stop the monster that has been created. Let the other younger quarterbacks have their shine. We saw an old, decrepit Tom Brady on Monday Night Football in a playoff game that should have been something we wanted to see. Instead, it was embarrassing. It was lopsided. It wasn't ugly. It was fugly. And Tom Brady was the author. Forget about the announcers. They put their heads in the sand. They didn't say anything about Tom. They acted like nothing happened. Everybody else around NFL America watched that and cringed. Is this how we want to watch Tom Brady for the next 3 years while he lives out his sick, demented lifestyle of, I want to play no matter what? Do we really want to wait and have to carry Tom Brady off the field? That he has to be leveled and hurt in order to finally get it? I get the lure of trying to win a championship by teams. And coaches and GMs willing to sell their souls anything. Let me get Brady in my uniform. Let me get a chance to win. He ain't that guy no more. And the NFL needs to reject Tom Brady. Stop it already. Tom Brady is no longer that guy. It doesn't mean we need to erase the past and act like he didn't accomplish anything. We know he's won. We know he's excelled. We know some think he's the greatest who ever played. But he's not that guy. And if you watch the entire season this past year, it was terrible. It was Charles Barkley terrible. It was awful. And we shouldn't have allowed this to continue. So please, NFL, Tom Brady won't walk away. Reject Tom Brady. Do not sign him in Las Vegas. Do not sign him in Miami. Tell the guy, like you've told so many other players when they were at the end of the rope, this is business. And you don't have it anymore. and your services are no longer wanted. That's what I found out last night when Tom Brady laid one of the biggest eggs I've ever seen in this man's career.
All right, there you have it. Uncensored Rob Parker. Here's where I disagree. Look, Brady was horrible last night. Terrible game. And Rob, I don't know if you knew this. He threw for 351 yards. In every game in the history of the NFL, regular season or playoffs, that has been where a quarterback's thrown for 350 or more yards, Tom Brady's average yards per attempt or per catch was the shortest, or average yards per attempt was the shortest ever, 5.3. So it wasn't, don't be fooled by the numbers. Yeah, and he was throwing, it was a bad, he looked every bit of 45 last night. He threw a lot of balls that were short, and he looked like he didn't want to get hit, so he's getting rid of the ball quickly, and that led to some of the poor passes. But here's where I disagree with, and I'm before I say that, Rob, I'm wondering who will want to sign him. If I'm the Jets, I'd rather go for Derek Carr and what could be a bit of a long-term solution. If I'm the Raiders, I honestly might look at Aaron Rodgers. If I'm the Niners, if Brock Purdy keeps playing well, he may be the guy. And they keep winning. If I'm Miami and before this game, I thought they should go after Brady. Now I'm not so sure. I'm like, you know what? Brady has to have everything be perfect. He can still be good if everything, great receivers, great running backs, great offensive line, great defense. He can still throw it well, and he's smart, and he has his intangibles and all that. But it's never, no team has it perfect. Rob, Kansas City's got a bad defense. Buffalo's got a bad offensive line. The Bengals now got 3 of their offensive linemen that are hurt. Go down the line. No team has the perfect situation. And even if you start the season with that, there's injuries. San Francisco gets injured a lot, right? So there's no perfect situation. Now, can he still go out there and play and be good and be a top 20-ish quarterback? Sure. No question. And that's where I disagree. I don't think the NFL should move away from Tom Brady to give a young boy a spot. If you that good, beat him out. I mean, he can still play. He's still one of the best 30 quarterbacks in the world. So I mean, if he can play and he don't mind playing, he wants to play, fine. But I do think that I don't know where he fits. San Francisco would be perfect, but it looks like they may have their answer at quarterback. And Miami, Rob, now that Brady's obviously shaky, they gotta think, you know what? We got Tua, and Rob, we do have to see if Tua can be healthy for a full season before we give him the money. And so I think Miami should spend this offseason, I don't know what it is medically, but do every single thing you can to check Tua out medically and to get him in the best training that he can get. I don't know if you can do that for the mind or the concussions or whatever, but his whole body, try to do the best you can. Roll him out there next year, see if he can stay healthy. But, so I agree that I don't know where Brady fits, Rob. But look, if the dude wants to play and somebody wants him, he still is better than a lot of these quarterbacks in the league. Sign him. I don't think you just reject him because you want to reject him. I don't think it's a sick, demented pursuit that he has. He loves playing football. He's still, Rob, in real life, he's only 45. In real life, he's still got a full life ahead of him once he retires to do whatever else he wants to do. But I'm not going to say it's sick and demented. He loves playing. And I think a lot of athletes would keep playing if they could at his age. Jim Brown in his 40s was trying to come back, talking about it. So that's just where I differ from you. But